you feeling today, Alesia Macer?
Oh, I'm fine.
You looking pretty this morning.
Yeah,
You looking forward to going to your doctor appointment?
yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm looking forward to taking it. Keeping you in good health and in good spirits. Every time somebody say something about a doctor, you think you gonna have to stay. You ain't gonna have to stay. I'm gonna be right there with you the whole time. You ain't going to the hospital. You just going to the OBGYN to make sure everything down there is all right. Okay. My role in Lisa's life is that I'm her best friend, and she's my best friend. And at this point, I can honestly say, and anybody that deal with me when it comes to Lisa, they know that I will give my life for her.
Butterball's, the store in East New Market, is where I first met Lisa, because we were staying behind Butterball's in East New Market in a trailer.
I met Lisa back in 1993. You know, we had a relationship. I ended up getting locked up, going to prison for drugs.
It was like the community store, which was the only one around. And plus he had a pool table in another part of his establishment to where we would hang out, shoot pool, and hang around each other. I mean, the store owner, Butterball, I think that was her peoples, which he was a very nice young guy and still is to this day. It was more of just a little hangout spot for the community kids, and you know.
So during the time I was in prison, she had got married. So when I called her one night and I was talking to her on the phone, and she said, "I have something to tell you." I said, "What's that?" She said, "I'm married." When she said that, it felt like my heart dropped in my stomach, because it was at that point that I knew how much she meant to me.
Back then, Lisa was energetic, happy, go lucky little girl. I mean, she was very nice. She never, I didn't think she was a bad child back in that time. I think she was a pretty nice young lady back then.
When I was out ripping and running the streets doing what I was doing, I kind of took her for granted, but she was always there for me. She has always been a solid woman. She has always been a caring woman. And once she cares about you, she'll love you to a fault.
Calvin used to be with her before he went to prison. So what he still do for her, because you remember what she did for him while he was in prison. You don't catch many people like that. I tell them all the time. I say, you're a blessing from God to be even in the situation to help her or do what you're doing for her. Because you won't even catch a family member doing what you're doing, bro.
When I got closer to getting out, I had called her and she had told me that she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
I moved away to come back in the area. I was here in Cambridge, talk to her, speak to her, which at that time she was in fairly good shape, and you would never know she had any symptoms brewing at that time.
So when I came home, me and her became good friends again. So I started doing a whole lot of stuff for her, helping her. You know, I moved in with her. You know, I basically got stable and got on my feet. So during that time, her mother was in charge of her business affairs and taking care of her and making sure that she was okay. Now, even during those times when her mother was in charge, her daughter still never done anything to help her. Even though she was grown, and like I said, she was a CNA and a GNA. She still never done anything. So Lisa developed some bed sores. So her mother didn't want to take her to the hospital. So I said something to my aunt and my mother about it. Now my aunt, she's in the healthcare field. And she came over and looked at Lisa's body. And she had told her, say, listen, you got to go to the doctor. and get checked out. She said, because if not, I'm going to have to report it.
As the MS developed, I can say that usually when I go by her house to go visit her 2 or 3 times in a month to visit her and her person that is really watching her is Calvin. I go by and see him, but I've never seen the mother or the daughter at the house.
Well, I have help with my family. My mom, she comes over. I got a niece that's a CNA, GNA. She watches her. I got my aunts, and they help. My son, he comes over. But nobody from her side of the family help. Social services and the health department there goes so far, but by her income, which ain't a whole lot, prohibits her from really getting more help, the help that she really need. And it's only like maybe like $30-something a month, like she over the limit, but they won't, make concessions for that. So, so when I took her to the hospital, that's when she had 7 bed sores on her body. So they start working on them and cleaning them and whatnot. So that's how I learned how to take care of her body with the bed sores and whatnot by looking at what the doctors was doing. And one of the bed sores was so bad on a sacral wound, she had to have a wound vac put on there. So I learned how to change that and do the dressing on it so good that it's everything start healing for her.
I know he's doing a heck of a job of making sure she's getting to her doctor's appointments. The house is clean, she's clean, making sure that the doctors are doing what they're supposed to do to keep her comfortable on a daily basis. I've been
doing her appointments for at least about 8-9 years. Her mother and her aunt was taking her up to Baltimore and doing the appointments. But then after things got the way they were, I said, I'll do it. Even when I was driving tractor trailer, I had to schedule my loads around her doctor appointments. So she go to Baltimore twice a year and she come here twice a year. Could you say your name and occupation?
I'm Dr. Macer. I'm a physical medicine and rehabilitation doctor who sees a lot of patients with multiple sclerosis. I've been in practice for about 30 years, about 21 of them here at Hopkins. And I help Miss Macer with her spasticity, and she has a baclofen pump that we refill about twice a year. And so you'll be able to watch that procedure.
And what stage did you say Miss Macer is in?
So Miss Macer is in what we call secondary progressive stage of multiple sclerosis. So usually, initially, patients have flares that come and go. And then later on, the disease just slowly progresses. She's in that stage of the disease.
So would you say her health is good, fair, poor, or what?
Her health is stable. It's obviously she's unable to move and at risk for a lot of complications, but fortunately has not had many. She's very well cared for. So.
And you say you've been in this line of work for how many years?
30 years.
30 years. And have you known any known cures for MS?
There aren't any cures per se, but there are better treatments now.
Okay. And this is Miss Macer. She had her baclofen pump filled, and we appreciate you allowing us to get this interview with you, Dr. Macer, for her documentary that I'm doing. And we thank you, and we'll see you in 6 months.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You can see the man got a heart because ain't nobody else stepped up of what he's doing. And like people say, he's taking out of his life a whole lot of pages to make sure that this woman is safe and clean and healthy. He carries her places. You might even have a family member that might not even come by and see her. Who knows when the last time a family member that came by to see highest health and welfare and well-being is, I go over there because they're my friends.
So when I would take her to the doctors would ask me, Calvin, how you do this? Because it's healing. We want to do it the same way you do it to keep it healing. So that's how our bond and stuff grew for each other. And, you know, at this point, it's nothing sexual between us. It's just a platonic love, you know. And, you know, like I say, I would give my life for it without even thinking a second thought, because I know that she would appreciate it, you know. And that's basically how me and her came so tight. And like I said, God has put everything in me that I need to take care of her, you know. And it's funny because, like I say, a lot of people ask, how do you do this? How do you do that? So good and so well. And I'll tell them, because God done put everything in me. He knew at one point, before he even created me and before he even created her, that our paths was gonna cross, and that this was gonna happen. So that's our bond.
As a good soldier, he'll give you strength to rise again. Your victory is gonna come in the morning. Just endure till the end. All you gotta do is hold on as a good soldier, and he'll give you strength to rise again. You rise again. Just endure till the end.
Jay-Z played zero part in the upbringing of the daughter or doing anything to help contribute to her financially, because Lisa, she never put him up for child support. She never told social service. And that's the thing that's so troubling about this for me and for her, you know, because she never tried to interfere with his career. She never even really spoke about him. Now you can imagine if she would have told social service about him, how much child support he would have had to pay. What's your daughter's name?
Loyalty.
That's right. What's her father's name?
Sean Carter.
That's right. You know him by Sean Carter. You don't call him Jay-Z. You call him by his real name. That's right. During the time that you was raising Teasha, did he ever do anything for you? As far as giving you money, did he ever call to check on this?
No.
After it came out that Jay-Z was her father, she said, you can bring my mom to my house 2 or 3 times out the week, and you can bring the sitter, the nurse there with her. For me to do that would be creating more work for me to take her to her daughter's house. She ain't say I would come and get my mom and bring her to my house. Back when, before it came out, the blood test and the DNA test that Jay-Z was her father, you never reached out to him. You never told social service anything about him being her father. So did I was just curious as to why you just didn't want to cause no problems, or what? You just been a quiet, laid back, reserved woman. You don't want the spotlight. You know, you just want to be loved and taken care of.
Yeah.
And even though we know at this point, by Teasha being grown, he don't have to do nothing for Lisa, but out of the respect that this woman didn't try to hurt me, she never tried to harm me, she never mentioned anything to anybody about me, you would think he would have a touch of decency, of human nature, of kindness, of appreciation to say, I'm gonna do something for this lady. since he done brought your daughter to the house and stuff, have he reached out to you to give you anything?
No.
Have your daughter gave you anything?
No.
I understand that that may hurt you, and I'm gonna ask you some questions. Do you want to live with your daughter?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way that I'm taking care of you and treating you?
Yeah.
Have I threatened you in any way to make you say this?
No.
Okay. Do you want to live with your mother? You want your mother to take care of you?
No.
The last time Lisa seen her daughter was Thanksgiving of 2021. Her daughter had came here and she had told people that I was trying to take her house by me being Lisa's power of attorney and in charge of all Lisa's business affairs and money and everything. Social service asked me questions about did Lisa have any assets in that first house that Jay-Z had brought Teasha. So I asked Teasha, I say, Teasha, did Jay-Z give anything for Lisa? So she got to going around line telling people that I was trying to take the house, which I wasn't. I was just asking her what the people had asked me by me being Lisa representative and in charge of stuff for Lisa. So when she came here, I said something to her about it. I said, you don't have to go around lying on people. So her and I got into a big argument about it. So she went on Facebook Live and was recording it. So some profanity words were said.
This is the weirdest thing. I ain't say you trying to take shit. And I just told you that multiple times. I came here on Thanksgiving to see you. This is the weirdest thing. This is why people don't come around because of him. Because of him. He don't know how to talk to people. He should have asked me if I fucking said it. And I told you I didn't say it.
Okay.
And what the fuck you yelling for?
I said what the fuck I want to say.
Well, say what you want to say. I don't care. Well, get out, because I'm here to see my mother, not you.
No motherfucking word.
Turn your ass upstairs.
I ain't going nowhere, bitch.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too. So I called the police to have her removed from the house.
This is why I don't even try to even go and entertain some of this bullshit no more, because it just does nothing but get worse and worse.
Okay. This is my mother. He's trying to say that he apparently he heard around the street that I said he's trying to take my house from me. And so he's hooting and hollering, yelling. I said, I never said that. So all of a sudden is, oh, you gotta leave. This is my mother's house. So she need to tell me to leave. He's not gonna tell me just leave from seeing my mother.
So when the police came, I explained to him what was going on. So he had told her that she had to leave. Her name, her mother's name, and my name.
So his name was on the lease, man. He actually leave.
Where's the lease?
So that was the last time she had been here. Now, to her credit, she had got in touch with her aunt, Bridget, the one that lives in Wilmington, and asked last week, could she bring her mother Easter egg stuff that she had for her. But since that time, I told her no, because she had had social service come here.
They should do a wellness check on what they're doing to her. That's what they should do. Figure out why she got bruises on her.
As she was leaving out the house, she made the statement about people should call social service or do a welfare check on the bruises that you putting on my mom.
The great bond is a terrible bond, but you gotta distinguish what's real and what ain't real, because the story can get changed by the time it get to you. So don't believe everything you hear. You gotta go see.
Now, I ain't never put no bruises on this woman. She had some bruises on her arm from where one of the caregivers had put these hand braces on her wrong. And I took pictures of it and got it in my phone, and I notified the people of it. But out of, I guess, anger and hatred the daughter tried to act like I had done it. So they had got in touch with social service, either the daughter or through some of her friends, because all the caregivers that come here is her friends, and they be trying to videotape and do this. So they just had an investigation on me, saying that I was having sex with her, which we don't, saying that I leave her in the house by herself, which I don't, and saying that I was physically abusing her. So the woman came about a week and a half ago and said that she found that it was no merit to it after she had talked to Lisa doctor, and you know, they had done all of that. But the fact of the matter is, they waited till I had left, and then one of the caregiver that was here called them to let them know that I had left, because they wanted to get in the house and talk to Lisa without me being here. I guess they thought if I was here, Lisa would say something other than what she said, which was the truth, because they had asked her, is she abused? She told them no. They had asked her, do we have sex? She told them no. They asked about, do she want to be with her daughter? Do she miss her family and all of that? And she said no, because she ain't forgot how her family treated her. You know, she ain't forgot how they neglected her, how she used to cry and tell me how they used to make her feel like a burden, and how they used to let her sit and lay in her own piss and in her own poop. She ain't forgot all of that stuff. So if you was to ask her, do you want to go and be with your daughter? She gonna tell you.
All that sitting up there setting up shit, sending the social services and all this kind of stuff to your mom's house. Who is it hurting? It's hurting her. I don't know what you feel like you trying to do some get back at somebody else, but fail to realize that's who's taking care of your mom.
I told her, if you want to see your mother, then you file the paperwork with the court for visitation of custody, since you want to tell all of these lies, because I don't trust you to come here. You know, because since you lying about one thing, you may lie about something else. So I done had to install cameras in here. You see the cameras in here. So that's where her and I at right now.
I think is like a bowl of crock of what the daughter is trying to attempt to do to this man, that is taking his life on hold to make sure her life is comfortable. You know, that part I don't understand. If this man is taking care of your mother and you're not around to even attempt to take care of your mother, how can you speak down low on this man and you're not even around to even care for your mother?
But let's just go with the big picture here. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of my sister's life being put out there like it's a fucking circus act. You think you got so much going on because you figured out who your fucking daddy is? Fuck you and your daddy is where I'm concerned, where I'm going with this. Don't nobody fucking care, because you ain't caring about your motherfucking mother not one time. Did you even go out your way and help anybody with your mom?
They got a lot of bickering or whatever. I don't know if it's because it's Jay-Z the daddy, or do you think they're going to mess up his reputation? He's already a billionaire. He's got lawyers for all that. This Calvin has himself, and Lisa to contend with on a daily basis.
If you did what you were supposed to do in the long run, you wouldn't even have to even worry about that. You the one fell short of taking responsibility for taking care of somebody who took care of your fucking ass, gave you life, and did everything in the world for you. And now you want to praise somebody because you figure out whoever they fuck your daddy is? Bitch, you ain't nothing but a fucking tax write-off. When you been to the fucking family barbecue, have you been invited to Christmas, Thanksgiving, or anywhere else? No, because you ain't nothing but a tax write-off. So stop walking around trying to pop fly and do all this other bullshit, because like I said, I'm going to be that voice for my sister because I love her.
Now, when she had that bathroom pump put in right there, she had like a $7,000 bill because the doctor didn't deem it to be
necessary for her to live, so it was kind of like elective surgery. So she paid like, so they paid like half of it, so she still had like a $4,000 bill. This was in 2013 when she had it put in there. So she had like a $4,000 bill. At the time, she didn't have the money, nor did I. So I had asked her, because GoFundMe was jumping on. So I said, Lisa, you want me to do your GoFundMe page to see if I can help get you some money that way? So she said, yeah. So I put her up a GoFundMe page. With inside of 1 hour, them clowns from Cambridge come out there talking about it's a shame Calvin trying to raise money, trying to save Lisa, trying to raise money on her illness, on her sickness. It's a scam, this and that. People that used to live with this woman, they fell on hard times, used to live with this woman. They come with the same crap. Oh, I just seen Lisa the other day, she ain't say nothing to me. Why would she say something to you? She know you wasn't gonna pay the bill. You know, people think they know what's going on inside your house and in your life, and they don't. Her best friend at the time, she come out there. It don't make no sense. He up there trying to scam people. So, I got a sister in the Soldier Girl Social Club. My brother, he's in the Rude Boy Motorcycle Club. My father in the Thunder Guard Motorcycle Club. So now I know all these agencies, I mean not agencies, but all these clubs, they give back to the community, they do charitable work and stuff. So I got in touch with my sister, I told her about the bill. So she said, let me talk to some of the other ladies in the social club about, and we'll see if we can have a benefit dance. So she got with the other ladies in the Soldier Girl Social Club. They had her benefit dance. They raised $1,600 and gave it to her. But that's just how these clowns in Cambridge is. I ain't never in my life seen so many terrible people.
How can y'all attack Lisa or Calvin for only doing what is right for Lisa to get through on an everyday basis? It ain't like y'all donating or having donation drives or sending money over or taking time out as a community to help a sister in need or a brother in need. It's like y'all just want to bury them because they're only doing what they can do to survive on an everyday basis. Grow up. Lend a hand. Don't talk down on the people. Help them.
I don't know what it is about me, but this is a woman that drives them insane. You know, I just don't get it. You know, and like I say, I understand the man and the judge that she used to go with his son, which helped raise Teasha, like she was his granddaughter and whatnot. But that town, man, it's always been like that. And then it's always the ones that claim they love her so much and never done a damn thing for her. Even when her mother was in charge of her, they never done shit for her.
And I'm not gonna let nobody else come in and keep changing and how her setup is, because if you really thought anything about anything, and if she felt that she could trust you or her mother, she would have made y'all the person responsible for her. But you showed that you couldn't even be responsible for your own mother because you never even did nothing to even help your own mother. You ain't help her. You ain't even help your grandmother when your grandmother was doing it by herself, helping your mother. Only thing you did was lay up in the bed with your sorry ass, making fucking kids all over the goddamn place. And you expect somebody to fucking just hand over a person's life? Because at this point, she wouldn't even have been in the world. Because you ain't responsible for nobody. You ain't responsible for yourself.
Ask any of them clowns that come out there talking that dumb stuff. Have you ever offered to take Lisa to any of her doctor's appointments? You ever came to Lisa's house, cook her a meal? You ever tell Lisa's mother that if you need help with Lisa, I'll help you? And the answer will be no, but they got so much to say and think they know so much. And that stuff like that, it irks me, man.
Her family, or them trying to make him look like he's doing something, I wouldn't had that for anybody else in the world. But knowing that Calvin's my friend, I done known Calvin since the early 90s. And he's never changed, even at the time that he did go to prison. And then we got back together to be able to talk on a daily basis. He's still the same caring, loving person that he was way back. And even to this day, he's got a good heart. Without Calvin, there really wouldn't be a whole lot of Lisa.
Well, we had Lisa's primary doctor office. She had a doctor visit this morning, and everything went well, as I knew it would. And he gave her a clean bill of health. Out of the hundreds of doctor's appointments that Lisa done had to go through, her daughter ain't never took her to neither one of them. Now, she have met me and Lisa at 3 of them. When I took Lisa to Baltimore to get her baclofen pump replaced, she followed me and Lisa up there. So when we got there, I said, Teasha, let me take your mom to the bathroom to get her to pee. If you want to go in there with her, I'll go back downstairs and wait in the lobby, because they said only one person could go in the room with her because of COVID. She said, no, you know all the information, you go in. So when me and Lisa went in, you know, I was texting her. She had done left. She ain't even stay up there to see how her mother's surgery went. She had done left and came on back to Cambridge. So when she talk about she love her mother, action speaks louder than words. You know, you can say anything out your mouth, but your actions dictates your true feelings about anything, really.
You should have been worried about your mom a long time ago. Because your mom did everything for you. She only got one you, and she only got one mother. And both of y'all fell short of all that bullshit. Fuck out of here about, he make it hard and all this and that. Ain't no man coming in between me and my mom. I don't give a fuck how strained the relationship is or whatever the case may be. At this point, you are going to reap what you sow. Because that man ain't did nothing. He can't do nothing but give you fucking monetary fucking gifts. That woman gave you life and took care of you. Everybody want to tell Jay about something? Tell Jay about me. I'm the motherfucking sister. Fuck out of here. The one that ain't nobody gonna motherfucking get over on. And I'm not gonna let y'all get over on my motherfucking sister. Send another motherfucking person there. Send another person to my sister's house. You making her whole life a fucking circus act. And all she did was give you every fucking thing, and you can't even appreciate that with your sorry ass self. And I'm saying it, and I don't give a fuck what family member don't like it.
He done nursed her back. He carries her places. He does things with her. He carries her to eat. He carries her to Ocean City. He might go to the casino and let her eat and just go ahead and just do things just like if they was a normal couple, to just get her to understand that you still got a life, fight for it.
Like I say, I've been dealing with this thing, man, with these clowns for years, so it don't even bother me because I know what I'm doing is right. That's why all the stuff they're trying to do with these investigations, social service.
It's their daughter.
They even had aides, different agencies that's supposed to be coming in there with the caregivers. Even had them going against me, trying to tell lies and stuff. I had to file a complaint against the agency ran in the bush. Because the guy came in the house because they couldn't get me for nothing. So he come there, he was so pressed to try to get me in some kind of trouble. He come in the house calling me an idiot, calling me a fool, trying to tell me to shut up. I said, you're not gonna tell me to shut up in here. So he said, well, come outside. Yeah, so the lady that was with him, I don't know who she was at the time, but anyway, she told him that he was wrong and escorted him out. I filed a complaint against him. When the people went there and did the complaint, they found 12 things wrong with his agency. So he got a whole bunch of fines and all of that because he didn't have his license, the right name on the license. His workers didn't have the proper credentials. He wasn't doing background checks on them. He wasn't doing nothing. So all of that was trying to help Teasha. Because they were trying to build a case against me to try to act like I'm so hard to get along with. I'm a threat to Lisa. She had the people from the agencies coming in there doing that same kind of bullcrap, man. So it's just been one thing after another. But when God is on your side, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Like I say, the whole world can be against you. As long as God is on your side, you're going to prevail. And I've been prevailing. I've been doing what I've been doing, and they still trying to do what they do to try to tear me down, but they can't tear us down because they're lazy. Todd, blink your eyes, Todd.
Did she blink?
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's just been one thing after another, man. But they can't stop me, because if they could, they would have been stopped. Like I said, the man that Teasha has as a grandfather, that she looks as a grandfather, is a judge right there in Cambridge. So they talk about, oh, how he get to be power of attorney. Oh, how he get to be her guardian. If anything was wrong with my credentials, don't you think they would have been, this man is a judge. He know every other judge in the county, every other lawyer, every other prominent person of power in that town. So if anything was wrong I was doing, don't you think they'd have been there to have me removed?
The people in the town, y'all may know me, y'all may not know me, but what they got to do with Alesia and Calvin, they need some love. Somebody to come by to pep that man up and say you're doing a hell of a job of helping someone else that's not your kinfolk. But you're doing it out of occurrence of y'all past relationship, that y'all got a friendship, and it's continued no matter what condition this lady's in. He stepped up, and he's still stepping up to take care of this woman because he cares. He loves her, no matter what. I've known the times that we've talked, and you got other women are getting mad at him because he won't talk to them or whatever, or leave Lisa. He said he's not going nowhere. He's there for the duration of whatever's going on, because that's his friend.
And see, the whole thing is this. They should have been giving that girl some wise counsel. When she lived across the street from her mother, this same judge was at every barbecue, every birthday dinner that she had for her kids. They should have been telling them her then, why don't you go invite your mother over here? Why don't you go across the street and get your mother and bring your mother over here? No, they wasn't doing none of that. They ain't never done none of that. But now, since this Jay-Z thing came out, and he giving her money, make no mistake about it, he giving her money thinking that she got her mother. Now they trying to help her get her, trying to tell lies against me, trying to slander my name and my character, trying to get her, but everything they doing is bad. They done had social service investigate me. That came out because her daughter coming now. When I sit her on her bedside commode, by her having multiple sclerosis, she can't get all her pee out. And when she have a bowel movement, I got to give her a suppository and all of that. So I got to press on her stomach, and I got to hit her on the bottom like that. Her daughter came in there, videotaped that, and gave it to social service, talking about that was abuse. So when social service came to the house, they tried to get in. They came to the house without me being there, and they had the caregiver call them and let them know that I was gone. So they come in there and ask Lisa a bunch of questions about, was I abusing her? Was I having sex with her? And all that old crazy kind of stuff. So to make a long story short, I said her doctors know what I do, what I have to do for her. When her mother was under her care, she had to go to the doctor every 3 months. Once I took over, she only had to go every 6 months. Now, if they were so concerned about Lisa, when she had that wound on her bottom, when her mother was overcharged of her, why they didn't call social service then? That's the time they should have called social service, when they wanted to put her in a home. Why ain't none of them speak up when they wanted to put her in a nursing home? Because of that wound.
I mean, how can you put somebody down that's got passion for somebody else that's in trouble? You can't. You can't.
I'm the one that spoke up. Now, had they put her in a nursing home back in 2016, if I hadn't spoke up and say, I'll make sure this woman okay, she still would have been in that nursing home.
How you gonna get mad at a man that's doing something that you should do?
Because Teasha wouldn't have got her. You see what she was saying in that stuff, and that's why I want you to post that. Oh, I'm working sometimes 2 jobs. I got my own kids. I ain't got time to take my own kids to the doctor. So you think she would have had time for her mother then if she was in a nursing home? When her mother was in the hospital right there in Cambridge for the 10 days, she only came to see her twice. Now, this your mother. You right here in Cambridge. I can see if she was in the hospital in Baltimore or even down here in Salisbury, and you only came to see her twice. But she right there in Cambridge, and you ain't come to see her but 2 times in 10 days? Come on, man. You know, so that's why I don't worry about them clowns, man. I really don't. See, because I know what I'm doing is right, and I know God got my back. Because if he didn't, them clowns would have been there had me out the picture a long time ago. But they can't, because I'm doing what God wants me to do. I got you, buddy. You ain't got to worry about that. Look bad.
I understand. Because it's been a long, rough road for you. You know, but through the grace of God, you holding on and you're looking good. And I'm glad. I'm truly glad that God used me as a vessel to help make sure that you's okay. I really am.
God use me as you please. I present my body as a living sacrifice. All of me, all of me, all of me. I surrender. All of me, all of me. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do. All of me, representing you to the fullest. All of me, I surrender. All of me. All of me, yeah. I submit to your plan. No more fighting. I know that I can stand still to hear your perfect will. I know that your plan is sealed. No, it's not my will. It's not my will, but your will be done. That you be glorified. Oh, in me. God, I do all you want me to do. All of me. I surrender to you. All of me. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want me to do. I'll do it for you. What you want me to do. My heart, my mind, my soul, it belongs to you. All of me, all of me. Try me, Jesus. You can trust me, Jesus. That I do your will the way you have it to be done. All of me. Use me, oh Lord. All of me. Every little bit of me, yeah. All of me, yeah. All of me.
Do you think I would die for you?
Yeah.
And you better know that. You better know that. Give me a hug, bro. You my heart. And you always have been. Oh boy. I know sometimes you can't stay focused, you know, because, you know, you have lesions on your brain and stuff. So sometimes your memory come and go, but right now you seem to be on point. You seem to be doing good. You got that beautiful smile on your face that I love to see.
If I got you, blink your eyes.
Yeah, she do.
I deal with the pain. Now joy has came. I'm in a new place. So grateful for the change. So grateful for your grace. I'm in a new place. A new level of my worship. A new level of my praise. A new level of love and joy. Just seeking God's face. I'm in a new place. A brand new this new place.